Hello there, people. Do you have a water cannon in your basement? I believe that's what I have, or at least a faulty, what do they call this, a check valve? I just kind of learned about these. When your sump pump goes off, apparently these little units that they put in line, well, this is a pretty low basement. It's a ranch house, what do they call it? It's not that, but it's really low. I mean, the whole basement is underneath. See, it's got the little windows up there. Anyways, it has to pump all the water from the sump pit all the way out, and then out through the septic. But anyways, when these go bad, actually what they are is a plastic valve, or a rubber valve, which only lets water flow upwards. The sump pump here. Oh, we have a visitor. A little visitor. Meow kitty. The sump pump here only lets the water, well, it's pumping up. This unit here, this little check valve, I guess it makes the whole system just a lot more efficient and quieter, because this only is a one-way valve called the check valve. Only pumps up, so the valve goes whoosh, and once it shuts off, it just shuts. And apparently it traps that water. I guess it would sit from the top there into this check valve. But if it's not working, and I have a sneaky suspicion, we have pretty rusty water here. I think the older ones were made out of more metal type, but I suppose rubber would break down over time too. So if these go bad, all the water, I believe, runs back down into the pit, and that's actually filling up. The pit's pretty good. I think these come in all in different sizes, but I don't know what it is, 30 gallons probably. But anyways, this has a level automatic switch on it. Turns on when it gets full. Looks like it's almost ready to turn on. See how it's got that? Oh yeah, it's almost ready. And if you think about it, there's probably 2 or 3 gallons of water in there. In theory, this would make your pump not run as often. And that kind of makes sense, because when our water softener goes off in the middle of the night at 2 or 3 in the morning, it seems like it cycles on and off way more than it should, and then it's banging up on the floor joists here, and I didn't know what the heck was going on. What was going on? My brother-in-law kind of redid some of this stuff like 10 years ago when he was living here in my basement. We had a bad septic system, and we just needed to get laundry done anyways. So he had a hole drilled through the wall or something here. I don't know what the deal was. It was goofy. But so I might fix all that in the future. As you can see, it's kind of cobbled together. Can you see it? Yeah, I don't like that. I might fix that in the future. I'm going to turn the water on here. I think it's going to go off. I think it's almost ready. It looks like that stopper. I'll turn the cold water on, see if you can hear what the bang sounds like. It is really annoying. I'm actually kind of surprised it hasn't busted the connections. Started leaking water or something, but should we make it bang? Any second. There we go. Here comes the water cannon. Here it comes. Well, that wasn't very loud. It's usually louder than that. It's trying to make a liar out of me. Why is it not loud now? I don't know. It's usually way louder. I'll just set it off by hand here. usually louder. Maybe it just sounds louder upstairs. I think we'll take it apart anyways, because it's probably 10 years old or more. Boy, that's got me wondering. I mean, that sounds like a cannon upstairs. I'm going to put the camera upstairs and we're going to do this again. Maybe it just sounds way louder in the upstairs. Did you hear that? It did seem a little louder. I let the tank sump pump fill up more that time. I'm going to take this apart. I think the water's draining right down in this one because I'm pretty sure that's worn out. So I'm just going to have the bucket here ready. The bucket for when I undo these two hose clamps. Bottom one and the top one. I might have to take one off in between just to wiggle it out, but I don't think so. Unplug your sump pump. That'd be a good idea. These hose clamps are pretty rusty. I'm gonna get a towel just in case water does come rushing down. Just gonna use the back side, that rug. That'll be kind of waterproof. Keep it off the motor. That'd probably be a good idea. I'm gonna get the motor all wet. We have water in there. Maybe this isn't the problem. See, even though water's coming down now, doesn't mean it hasn't been leaking down in between when the sump pump isn't on. I can see that happening. The valve is wore out and it's letting it drip by. Alright. Oh boy. Valve is pretty. Maybe I'll just change it out anyway. Since I got it apart. Maybe I have to make the newer ones cheaper. Give you less hose on it. Giving less product for probably more money. The older one is a lot longer. And look how much thicker the rubber is. See that? Just keep making stuff cheaper and cheaper. I believe there's a brick at the bottom of this. Maybe that's what's making it bang. It's not sitting flat on the bottom, I don't think. Maybe that's the problem. Give her a test, I guess.